Hello, welcome to another episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I'm your host, Eric Smith, and today I'm here to talk about a new novel, just came out a few months ago. That is Alien, Out of the Shadows by Tim Lebbon, I believe is how you pronounce his name. If anyone knows whether or not that's correct, feel free to let me know, as always. So it's a new Alien novel. And it's considered official according to the back of the book, which means it's canon from what I heard. So this is the official story of Ripley. Fits right in there with the movies. As a matter of fact, this takes place between Alien and Aliens. So you find out what happened to Ripley in between those two movies. And basically, this is the story of a mining ship, the Marion, that is mining a planet, and something goes wrong. It's an alien novel, so I bet you can guess what the problem is. Something goes wrong with the Marion, and they lose control of the ship, and it's being pulled into the planet, slowly losing orbit. And while that's going down, Ripley's escape pod, or shuttle, whatever it is, that she escaped in the first movie, shows up at the Marion. It gets pulled in, and Ripley joins the cast of characters. And they have to figure out how to survive. That's the basic plot. And I think it's a great book. Tim Lebbon is primarily a horror author. I believe everything I know that he's done was horror. Really great horror author. The only other media tie-in that I'm aware of that he did, there may be others, but the only other one I know is, I believe he wrote a Hellboy novel as well. But this is Alien, and I think the tone that he sets, the writing style fits the movies. It's dark, it's suspenseful. You never know what's going to be around that dark corner, or the characters eventually have to go down to the planet and into the mine, which of course is dark and twisty and full of creepy things. So it fits that atmosphere that Alien had, a little more so than Aliens. I love Aliens, but that was more of an action movie. Still creepy and scary, but a lot more action, whereas the first movie was suspense. And there's a cat about to interrupt things. I should name him Jonesy in honor of the movie, Alien movie, if anyone remembers the cat. And Jonesy makes an appearance in this book. So the characters that Lebbon has created, the cat's rubbing the computer, quit doing that, kitty. The characters that Lebbon has created, the crew of the mining ship, very nice characters. We don't get to know all of them. Quite a few of them don't survive the early part of the book. But those that do, we get to know them. They all have distinct personalities. They're all interesting characters. And once the stranger, Ripley, joins them, we get to see how they interact with her. Some of them are, excuse me, a little more accepting of her. Some of them treat her as the outsider that she is, and we get to see how she interacts with them. And one of the nice things I think that Lebbon did with Ripley is he was very clear that this is a pre-Aliens Ripley. So at this point, she's only encountered one alien, and it killed her entire crew. I mean, they weren't her crew, her crewmates. in the first movie, and she and the cat Jonesy barely survived. So she's not the strong, kick-ass woman that she is in Aliens. She's still a strong character. I mean, she's pretty kick-ass in the first one too, but she's in that transition between the two movies, which only makes sense because that's when the book takes place. Which is good. I think some authors might have just made her that iconic, super strong, kick-ass Ripley that you had in Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection, and kind of forgotten who she was in the first movie. But that's not the case here. So I think he handled the character very, very well. Now, this is the first in a trilogy. The second book is written by James A. Moore, and the third by Christopher Golden. Neither one of those is out yet, but I am looking forward to them. Both authors that I love. And I've looked at some reviews for this book, and one of the things that some people have said, it's gotten mixed reviews, as most things do, especially if you look at the reviews on Amazon. And I do like to look at the one-star reviews just to see what kind of things people have to say, especially if it's a book that I really enjoyed. I want to see why it was given such a low rating. Well, one of the things that some people have said is that this story is just filler. Because we've seen where Ripley goes from Alien to Aliens and beyond, that this is just a placeholder kind of thing, which I suppose technically is true, but I don't see why that's a problem. I've said it before, I read to be entertained. This book is entertaining. Yes, we know where Ripley's going to end up, but this is part of her journey, a little part that we didn't know about before. And even if that weren't the case, it's an entertaining book. It's well written, it's got great characters, it's full of suspense and action and all sorts of really twists and turns. I don't want to spoil some of the stuff that's in here, because I think it's really cool what he does, Mr. Lebbon does, with the story. So yeah, it's a great book. Filler, technically, I suppose, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't read it. You're going to be entertained, especially if you're a fan of Aliens. That being said, I'm going to bring back a little something I did before, and that is the Low Budget Review Show Theater. It's fancy. It's got curtains that are pulled back to reveal the title. Anyway, this is where I act out my interpretation of a scene from the book using toys. I don't have any alien toys, so the part of Ripley will be played by this little Amy Pond figure that I have, and the part of the aliens will be played by, or the alien will be played by Vampire Batman. It's pretty scary. So, here we go, a scene from Alien Out of the Shadows on Low Budget Review Show Theater. Here we go. Alright. Oh, hello. I'm Ripley. I'm walking through this mine and it's pretty scary. La 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 la. I hope I don't run into any aliens. I need to work on the camera here. Did someone say aliens? I mean, hiss! Oh my god, it's an alien! Oh, don't mind me. I'm just gonna eat your face! No, run away, run away! Hiss! And curtain. Okay, that's nothing like a scene in this book. I just wanted to play with my toys. Because, come on, it's Vampire Batman. How cool is that? And Amy Pond as Ripley. Take a bow. Alrighty. So, anyway, after that, I don't know that I can say anything else. Excuse me. All I can say is, Scary cover. Alien Out of the Shadows by Tim Lebbon. First book in a new trilogy. Takes place between Alien and Aliens. I almost said Alien 2. Crazy. It's really good. Oh, it's from Titan Books. I should probably mention that. It's a great book. Scary, thrilling adventure. And I'm looking forward to the next two. The James A. Moore and the Christopher Golden. I should know the titles, but I don't. But they're not out yet, so I think we can all let that slide. I'm going to try something new, which is to put a link in the description below to Amazon Alien Out of the Shadows, so you can just click on that. I believe I picked this up at Barnes & Noble. I don't think I had to order it. So it's out there. Should be at your local bookshop or, of course, online. We'll see if I can learn how to add links to things here. So that's that. This is the Low Budget Review Show, talking about Alien Out of the Shadows by Tim Lebbon. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put them in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and read more books.